Lewis Hamilton has finally broken his silence after completing his first real test with the Ferrari SF25, and his revelations have left Formula One fans, the paddock, and the tifosi in complete shock. For over a decade, Hamilton has been synonymous with Mercedes, the team that helped him secure 6 of his 7 world championships. But 2025 marks the beginning of a new era, an era that sees him joining the most historic and legendary team in Formula One history, Scuderia Ferrari. For months, speculation ran rampant about how Hamilton would adapt, how Ferrari's new machine would perform, and whether this move could finally end Ferrari's long-standing title drought. Now, after his first full shakedown test at Fiorano, we have Hamilton's initial impressions, and what he said could change everything for the upcoming season. But before diving into all the details of Hamilton's shocking statements, his reaction to the SF25, his comparisons to Mercedes, and what this means for Ferrari's championship hopes, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive F1 content. You won't want to miss a moment of what's coming next. After completing his first laps at Fiorano, Hamilton wasted no time sharing his thoughts. The first thing he said, "This feels nothing like the car I've driven before, not in the last 10, 12, or even 17 years." Right away, Hamilton made it clear, this was a completely different experience from anything he'd encountered before. Given that he has spent his entire Formula One career driving Mercedes-powered cars, this was a huge statement. One of the aspects that caught Hamilton off guard the most was the unique sensation of Ferrari's power unit. Feeling the vibrations of the Ferrari engine for the first time, wow, that's what put the biggest smile on my face, he admitted. Coming from a driver who has spent almost 2 decades behind the wheel of Mercedes machinery, this reaction speaks volumes. It's clear that Hamilton is experiencing something entirely new, and judging by his tone, he's loving it. So what exactly makes the SF25 so different from his previous Mercedes cars? Hamilton has already made some fascinating comparisons between the SF25 and his last few Mercedes machines. Let's break down some of the biggest differences he highlighted. Braking stability. One of the most notable differences Hamilton pointed out was the SF25's enhanced stability under braking. He mentioned that compared to his 2023 Mercedes, the Ferrari feels significantly more planted when entering corners, allowing him to brake later and carry more speed through turns. Power delivery. Hamilton praised Ferrari's power unit, emphasizing that the SF25 has smoother acceleration and a more refined energy deployment system than Mercedes' engine. He noted that the throttle response feels sharper and more direct, making it easier to manage power both entering and exiting corners. Cornering speed and balance. Ferrari's biggest change for 2025 is the introduction of a new pull-rod front suspension, dramatically improving mid-corner balance and rear-end grip. Hamilton has already recognized this as a major step forward compared to his previous Mercedes cars, where he often struggled with confidence in high-speed corners. Aerodynamic improvements. Ferrari has redesigned their aerodynamics to reduce drag while maintaining high downforce levels. Hamilton noted that the SF25 feels more predictable through fast corners, allowing him to trust the car's stability at high speeds. Tire management. One of Ferrari's major weaknesses in 2024 was excessive tire degradation. However, Hamilton hinted that the SF25 is noticeably kinder on tires, particularly during long runs. If Ferrari has truly addressed this issue, it could be a game-changer in their battle against Red Bull and McLaren. Hamilton summed up his experience by saying, "It's too early to predict how the season will unfold, but this team has every ingredient needed to win. The passion here is unlike anything I've ever seen, and I know I'm exactly where I should be." For Hamilton to express such confidence after just one test session is a massive indication that Ferrari has built a car that suits his driving style. The early signs are incredibly promising. Perhaps the most significant takeaway from Hamilton's comments is how confident he is in Ferrari's ability to challenge for the title. When asked if he believed Ferrari could win the championship in 2025, Hamilton didn't hesitate. "I've worked with 2 world championship winning teams before. I know what a winning team looks and feels like. Ferrari has absolutely everything it takes to win a world championship." This is not a statement Hamilton would make if he didn't truly believe Ferrari had a real shot at dethroning Red Bull. However, he acknowledged that there's still plenty of work ahead. "We know there's a massive amount of work to be done, I personally have a lot to learn. I'm still adjusting to a completely new car and a different way of working, but everyone here has been incredible in making me feel at home. Hamilton is well aware that adapting to Ferrari won't be a simple task. However, his tone is optimistic, confident, and excited. This is a driver who believes in this project. With the Fiorano shakedown complete, the next big test will be pre-season testing in Bahrain. This will serve as the true benchmark for Ferrari's progress. Simulator data already suggests that Ferrari has gained approximately 0.4 seconds per lap, but now they have to prove it on the track. Hamilton understands the challenge ahead. We haven't shared the track with the other cars yet, so we don't know exactly where we stand. But from everything I've seen, this team is leaving no stone unturned. Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes will all introduce their own upgrades in Bahrain, and that's when we'll truly see whether Ferrari's SF-25 is a legitimate title contender. This is just the beginning of what promises to be one of the most dramatic F1 seasons in history. Ferrari finally has a car that could compete at the front. Hamilton has a fresh start and a chance to fight for his record-breaking 8th world title. The battle against Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes is set to be more intense than ever. The 2025 Formula One season is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling in recent history, and with Lewis Hamilton now in Ferrari Red, the stakes have never been higher. His first laps in the SF-25 have already provided a glimpse into what could be a championship-winning machine, and his belief in Ferrari's potential is undeniable. But, as always in Formula One, the real test will come on race weekends, when every fraction of a second matters in the fight against Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes. With pre-season testing in Bahrain just around the corner, Ferrari will have their first real chance to measure themselves against the competition. The team has made significant progress, but the biggest question remains: will the SF-25's promising early signs translate into consistent performance over a full race weekend? And how quickly can Hamilton fully integrate into Ferrari's philosophy, strategy, and technical setup? Beyond raw pace, team dynamics will play a crucial role in Ferrari's championship aspirations. Hamilton's arrival introduces a new leadership dynamic to a team that has long been centered around Charles Leclerc. How Ferrari manages this high-profile driver pairing could define their title challenge. Will they allow both drivers to race freely, or will team orders come into play as the season progresses? One thing is certain: all eyes will be on Ferrari. The anticipation surrounding this new era is at an all-time high, and every move they make will be scrutinized by fans, rivals, and the media. Can Ferrari finally end their 16-year championship drought, or will Red Bull and McLaren prove too strong once again? Will Hamilton's experience and racercraft be the final piece Ferrari needs to reclaim their throne? We're about to find out. If you're as excited as we are for this unpredictable and action-packed season, make sure to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on every major development. We'll be covering every twist, controversy, and defining moment as the championship battle unfolds. The fight for supremacy in Formula One is about to begin, and you won't want to miss a second of it.